is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going deep for Brown. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
10 at the 17-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a carry for Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Warren. 58 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. A CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. Jackson going to give to Ingram on the option. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Ravens nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Christian McCaffrey.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Winds up and lets it go for... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
33 yards.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
With the carry for
well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
a 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Pass intended for his wideout. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with...
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
11-yard line.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they run again it's McCaffrey.
And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Carolina.
He'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
44-yard line.
Again, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 20.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
To throw again. Jackson looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
Jackson.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Andrews.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
58 for Mike. 58. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's
the play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Panthers 30, Ravens 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
47-yard line.
Oh, you got G? 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. There we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
At the Ravens' 43-yard line.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, first down.
Panthers.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Ingram. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
58, come on. Watch the curl.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
That's good.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So this one is